All right, we're back on. Hopefully we good. Hopefully we good. We good, we good, we good. All right, let me see. We get Jared back on here.
Mic check, mic check.
We back, we back, we back.
What was that me?
I think so. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. But anyway, you were writing 70,000
Right.
in the calendar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I peeked over and I see, oh, he 70,000. And then it hit me. I'm like, this dude really thinks he's about to make $70,000 for the month. No, he thinks that, because remember, I saw you go. Let me rewind. I remember going up to the Galleria Mall and ordering a number one from Chick-fil-A.
Right.
Together. I remember being in Starbucks saying, okay,
The food court.
yeah, the food court. I remember going up in Starbucks saying, okay, let me see how he prospects. What is it? Because they say proximity is power, and being around success demystifies it, right?
Right.
So I said, let me see how he prospects, because I wasn't good at prospecting. I wasn't good at, it's not that I wasn't good at prospecting. I didn't want to get rejected. I'm one of those guys. I didn't want to get rejected. Oh, I'm not good at, no, it wasn't that. I just didn't want to get rejected. So I'm like, okay, well, let me see what he's saying. And I watch you say, oh, yeah, I'm David. And then the next question be like, oh, what's your nationality? I'm like, that's all he's saying. It's not anything miraculous. He's not anointing their head with oil. The celestial choir is not singing. He's just talking to people. And so I think it goes back to the formula that you're talking about: needs times faith plus desire. Is that it? Needs times faith plus desire? Or is that it?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, you write 70,000 on the calendar. And I immediately bumped up my goal, because my goal was going to be like maybe 10. I said, okay, if he's going for 70, I can't be writing 10. If he's going for 70, let me at least go for 30.
Right.
So I wrote 30 on my calendar. I didn't hit it the next month, though. Because you said it takes time.
Right.
Just like you said, you have $1 million a day on there, but because I saw that today and I saw it prior, I was like, oh yeah, he gonna get it. That's how crazy this is. There was no doubt in my mind today when I saw it, and I was like,
nope,
this dude gonna get it. He really gonna make $1 million for a day. That's 30 million for the month. And watch this. I believed it today because I've watched you go from believing for 70,000 for the month. And it happened. And then it went to, oh, I'm going to do 100. I remember, I remember a lot of these stories. A lot of people weren't there. So I remember we was in the apartment. Post Oak. What was the name of those apartments?
Yeah, Post Oak. 1111 Post Oak.
I remember coming up to Post Oak to work out. I think we were working out. We were supposed to work out. And here you are blasting Ivy Hilliard like it was a 50 Cent album. And I could hear it out the door, So I come in, I'm like, this guy, all right, I get it. I get to believe, I get to picture your success. I get all that. But you are obsessed with this stuff. Now, I'm looking around. And it's real cute now, Dave. Everybody talking about having a vision board or vision party when they let us out. Everybody used to have these vision parties. You had a vision environment. So it's Bentley's all over. It's like literally pictures of what you wanted all over the apartment. I'll never forget thinking to myself, like, it does not really take all this. And now, I think this is when you looked at me like, oh, I see why you ain't at 30 grand a month. This is what happened. You said, you don't have pictures up at your house? Because it was like,
remember that movie Troy with Brad Pitt?
Yes, of course. One of my favorite movies.
They were looking for him, right? And they sent the little boy to him.
Mm-hmm.
And the little boy was like, I wouldn't want to fight.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to fight him.
Right.
He said, that's why no one remember your name.
Your name. Oh, yeah.
Confession was wrong.
Right.
His confession was wrong.
Right.
He was speaking out of fear. And Achilles said, that's why no one remember your name. because of your confession.
Mm.
And that's why I'm trying to get to these folks. Like, listen, I don't care what it is. You go from faith to faith. If you learn how to do this for 10 grand a month, it's going to work for 25. It's going to work for 50. It's going to work for 200. It's going to work for $1 million. It's going to work for, I got a text, bro. I can't say no names, but this Negro check for the week was $380.
That's for 7 days. There's 7 days in a week. So 380 divided by 7. Somebody do quick math. Put it up on the screen. 380 divided by 7.
I said, what in the world is going on here?
Yeah, somebody says it's going to work for $1 trillion.
I like saying this type of math.
380 divided by 7.
That's 54 a day.
$54,000 a day. You know what? I don't say this. Yes, I receive it. 50. And he's not working hard. He's working smart and working hard. Smart and hard. Smart and hard. It's in your heart. In your heart.
Bruh. Oof.
No, we ain't making no income claims. We didn't say any names.
We just
somebody put a name in there. 380.
Hypothetically speaking, this is what it would be.
This is not a typical result of most people.
Right.
His faith and his belief is not typical.
It's faith to faith.
Faith to faith.
So if you use it, see, most people are focused on the number. They're focused on how it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's the mechanics of faith, the mechanics of believing. Whatsoever things you desire, Jared, whatever you want. When you pray, when you open your mouth, I'm so happy and grateful now. And then you believe it. Well, we only believe what we see. So I got to put what I say, I got to put it in a form and in an arena where I can see it all the time, so then I can believe it. Yeah. Then he said, whatsoever things you desire, when you pray, when you believe that you receive it.
Receive them.
Receiving is gratitude. I'm grateful for it. I'm happy about it prior to. And then you shall have it.
Have it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But we want to jump from, well, I said it, I believe. Well, where's it at? Well, David, I've been believing for, where's it at?
It's on the water.
Right, it's on the water. But catch this revelation, bro. Here's what happened. I said, you know what? God has never done what he said he would do. He never done it. He keeps doing it. So when he told Abraham, hey, I'll make you father of nations, that's not done. That's still happening right now. So we're looking for it to be done. And God said, I'm trying to get you something that's going to be long after you're gone.
Wow.
To where your kids live in the promise in which you believe for now.
I think this is the biggest thing, man. It's a lot. Some people, not a lot of people, some people got the work part down, right? The hard work part. And for so long, I used to think it was the work. Man, I work. And I'm understanding the work part is there. But if you don't have that faith, that believe part, it doesn't multiply your work. Faith is the multiplier. So you can, and that's why I say it's the hard work and the heart work. Because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So you can be working hard, but if you don't have your heart right, that unforgiveness, it's blockage. Your arteries, your belief arteries are blocked because you won't let it go. You have allowed, here it is. You've allowed your pain to be anesthetized, whereas you can't receive anything. And God said, I've been attempting to get it to you, but God never pours his blessing. It's held out. He never pours his blessing on anything or anyone that's out of order.
I just be shaking my head, bro. I'll be like, look, you know that emoji where you be like,
yes, I send that out all the time.
I'll be like, golly,
yeah, man.
I know it's hard. I know what they said wasn't nice. I know what they did was terrible.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But man, you got to forgive them. Not for them,
For you.
for you.
Forgiveness does not exonerate the perpetrator. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself. I heard that a long time ago. And it took me a while to really digest it. But once I did, forgiveness is remembering the wrong in the right way. Yeah, it happened. Well, it's not fair. Well, life ain't fair. I wake up now, Dave, I'll be asking people like, what first world problem are you complaining about today? What first world problem are you complaining about today? So look, think about it. With the coronavirus, and our hearts go out to everybody that's dealt with it from a financial standpoint. People have lost their lives. We understand that people have been sick, all of that. And that's a grave number. What I look at is the impact that some people now try to perpetrate, like they are in the civil rights movement. Like the biggest call to duty that was given was stay at home. Stay on your couch. Stay at home. Don't go anywhere. That was the biggest sacrifice for most people. And do you know what? I was watching something. They said more people now are at home drinking. They're at home smoking because they cannot deal with the fact that the biggest sacrifice, the biggest pandemic of their lifetime requires them to stay at home. We ain't say go march. we didn't say let dogs bite you.
Stay at home. Well, we stayed at home and we built. And we built, you built. Right?
Man, I was talking to a friend the other day. I said the pandemic for some people allowed them to prosper. Some of us, the pandemic, and I know some people are going to get offended by this. I understand. The pandemic positioned us for prosperity. It did for some of us.
It goes back to the, I may live in this world, but I'm not of the world.
Yeah.
So I don't have to allow what is happening in the world. I don't have to allow that to affect my world.
Right.
My world is created through the words that I'm speaking, the environment that I create, the people that are around me, the emotions, the people that I allow into my life. That's how my world is created. So,
well, I can tell you through this pandemic, I've been around you and watching you act like wasn't nothing going on. They're like, I'll write a check for some people and we're gonna give, but man, we good. I ain't seen no mask. I ain't seen no glove. I was like, boy, that boy got some faith.
Tell not to wear a mask. Y'all wear y'all mask, okay?
Not them. Look. We went to the Gucci website, and I didn't see them Gucci masks, y'all.
No, we did not.
We did not see the Louis Vuitton mask.
No, we
on
didn't.
The Louis website.
I called Louis himself. He said, "No, David, I did." I did.
So, but no, it's so fitting, man. I think living this word, and I love what you're doing with this platform, man. It's really giving people a closer glimpse. It's like really, what I look at this as, it's like you having publishing your own Last Dance documentary. So you're bringing people on the inside so they can see what it takes. See, everybody loves Jordan, but who like Michael? Who like Mike? See, Mike is the one that's going to challenge you, chastise you,
right?
Because he know you're not believing. And I need everybody around me believing for this. And if you're not believing for this, and there was a scene that really touched me. There was a scene out of the whole 10-part series. There's a scene, David, that touched me. And it's the scene where he started breaking down. He said, if you don't play the game like that, it was an emotional confession because he's like, I am sorry that I am this committed to believing.
Right.
That there's and oh man, I heard this a long time ago and it really blessed me, Dave. This lady told me, Jared, there are casualties in every war. And so when you're in belief, like you're talking about, like you're living, like you're teaching, there are gonna be casualties. They're going to be people that flounder to the side. They're going to be relationships. Can we have a transparent moment? Me and David fell out several times.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But here's what I recognize, Dave. I seriously question the authenticity of your relationships if you always get along.
Facts.
Even Jesus cussed out Peter.
Facts.
Jesus told Peter, "Get thee behind me, Satan."
Mm-hmm. Call him Satan.
Now, he called him Satan. Now, this is the same Peter he gave his ministry to.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And Jesus fell out with him. And you look through all the synoptic gospels, he falls out with he chastised them. Remember when they were trying to cast out the demons? Mm-hmm. They didn't have he said, them demons don't cut. There's a different price. And the guy brings the child to him and say, "Hey, your partners couldn't get this done. I mean, what's the deal?" He didn't even address the man. He's trying to cuss them out. Like, what's wrong with you fools? Y'all not believing. You see me going up to go pray every morning. You see me, you know what I mean? And so every relationship will have to. A relationship that has not been tested is one that can't be trusted.
Mm.
You understand? And that's what believing does. Belief will cause test. So you got to be careful. For those of you, I know y'all commented and you getting your championship and you believing. Be careful, because the moment you start coming down this Via Dolorosa, you're gonna have to carry your own cross. Oh, it's a cross, Doc. David, tell me about the cross.
The key with carrying the cross is you have to know what the end result is. He knew what the end result was, and that's why he was willing to carry it.
He knew what the end result was, but he still prayed, "Please remove this cup." Is there another way?
Another way?
Is there
another way?
He prayed. This is how bad it was. This is how bad it was.
You got to die to self.
David, he prayed the same. Go read it in the scripture. He prayed the same. He ain't changed his word. The scripture says Jesus prayed the exact prayer 3 separate times.
Wow.
Like, that's when you tired. Like, it's weighing on you.
Sweat and blood.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And he knew he came to die. And he was like, "Man, are you sure?" And I think that's and I ask you that all the time when we talk and we have our moments, because there are very few people you can be vulnerable with, right? Because your vulnerability exposes you. And most people, let's be honest, most people, we want everybody to think, we Superman, and we never have Clark Kent moments. Mm-hmm. But there are very few people I can be vulnerable with. And I ask you all the time, when my belief is getting challenged, I know where to go. I go around people, and it's very few now. I go around people that have the result of believing. So I don't go to people that are bald-headed and ask them how to get curls. Come on, somebody. I don't go to people that's overweight and ask them how to get a six-pack.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? I got to get around people that have the result. You judge a tree by the fruit, not by the root. By the fruit it bears.
Yes.
Yeah, Doc. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for the folk that get it. I mean, I've watched a lot of people get this and their lives just explode. And we're watching it, man. We're watching it right now. And it's amazing. It's amazing to see. So, man, I appreciate you coming on this live.
Gang, gang.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, guys, listen. Believing works.
Yeah, man.
It works every single time. I don't care how big it is. I don't care how small it is. Learn the mechanics. Speak it. See it. Be grateful for it. And it will happen. I promise you that. It's a done deal. So
how do you get to your future? I hang around it. I just hang around my future. Just, hey, rub off on me.
All right, bro. I'll see you,
man.
All right.
See.
Yeah. See, I wanted to bring one of my main man on here. I don't know, maybe a couple of the fellas on here too. I'm gonna give you guys a couple of seconds before I jump off here. If one of the other fellas want to jump on, send me a request real quick. Let's see here. Believing works. Believing works. Believing works. Let's see. Let's see who we got. Who's on here? Bentley.
What up, brother?
What up, though?
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? We out here, bro.
I felt it today, man.
Bro. I was close, man. I was close. You know, I didn't want to be uncoachable, so I was like, let me just call, because, you know what I'm saying? If I'd have just did that, the discipline come in when you got the ability to actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. That's what believing does, though. Believing will shrink something that's in your mind that's so big. Like 2 years ago, you probably didn't think that was possible. I don't know. 3 years ago, you know.
Nah, I've been.
And now it's this small in your head to where now you're like, oh, I can do it.
Just do it, like, done too. But that was tough, man. I had to, like, you know what I'm saying? You get the it's coming though. It's coming.
Yes, sir. Hey,
so
how is believing impacted your life?
Big time, bro. I'll say this. When, you know, because we've been friends for a while, and this is our first time working together.
Right.
And I ain't believing that stuff at the beginning. I was like, what? Write my goals down to speak it. You got to. Are you kidding me? Come on now, stop it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what? But I was like, look, you got the results. You know, you got the check, and it was funny. I was just talking to the team about it. Is where you were when you told me how to do it is where I'm at now. And I was like, that is, you know, like, and I remember we would sit down, I was like, man, that's a lot of money. He's like, yeah, well, a little bit. And now I'm like, yo, it's here. And it's like, it still don't feel like we even, you know, cracked the what, as you would say, the scratch of the scratch. So, but it's big, man. You know, you got to have that environment. And anybody that can't find a way to get results, it starts with you. It starts with your belief, what you're saying to yourself. And, you know, it's funny, David, is I guess what made me check it was how crazy it sounds to speak your goals, but not your problems.
Wow. Wow.
So you'll have people say, oh, that sounds weird.
Pause. They didn't get that again. They didn't hear that again. That's deep.
It's deep, man.
I don't know if they caught it. Say that again, please.
No, I said it's weird to speak your goals, but it don't feel like it's a problem to speak your problems. And people do it all the time. They speak their problems, and you start telling them, hey, well, speak some positivity. Speak where you want to go. No. Let me speak about what's happening. Let me speak about what's wrong. And it's the same power. It's the same thing that people have been doing, but it's so the reality is everybody's believing. Some of us believe in what we want, and a lot of us believe in what we don't want. And that's exactly why we get more of it.
That's heavy, bro.
Yeah, so
that's heavy. That's heavy right there, Doc.
Yeah, but man,
I think I heard Creflo say it one time. He said, so many people are too busy saying what it is that they have, not speaking what it is that they want. They're so focused on what it is that they have. And I said it a different way. I said, all you have, most people think that all they have is, how did I say it? I posted it. Hold on. It was one of those moments.
You gotta get that wording right.
Those moments where the spirit hits you.
That thing you're flowing too.
Find it. I said it on the call. I was talking with a group, and I said, you can't look at what you have and think that's all you have. Yeah.
That's why I love, like, the way you break it down, the way you teach it, because it's just it makes so much sense not to do it. And then when you have so much proof of it happening, like, we created an environment where it's like, you know what? I'm going to just try this joint anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody that's saying this stuff, here's what I told everybody. As long as you did tell me something that was against my principles or my values,
right,
I'm going to do it. Why not? You know, why not try it? Why not make it happen? And man, it's paid off, bro. You know, like, I look at all the things that I wrote down, the goals that I wrote down, and it's like, man, it's crazy.
What about that first step? Because a lot of times people look at the totality of everything they got to do, and they have this fear to take that first step. How important is it? Can you tell me anything about taking that first step?
Yeah, the first step is the toughest one because it's the one that feels the weirdest. It's like working out. You know, I take multiple first steps on working out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the toughest one. And the same thing with your belief is like it's the weirdest one. It's like speaking it at the beginning, you know, saying it and doing it to work at the same time. Like I used to be in the bathroom speaking my goals. I'm like, yo, this is weird, man. And then I would talk to you, be like, yo, you got to just up your confession. You got to up what you're saying. And it was tough for me for it to really resonate with me. And then I started doing, and then the stuff started working. I was like, well, shoot, let me try that for $25,000 a month. See how that, you know what I'm saying? Let's see how that thing works. And then did that. I said, man, shoot, let me try that thing for $50,000 a month. And it worked. And then I said, okay, well, let's try this thing for, $100,000 a month. And it worked. And I said, okay, now we're trying it for some bigger numbers, and we got, a similar friend that had a big week. You know what I'm saying? He showed us that check. I said, wow.
My goodness.
Goodness gracious.
Heart just, but it's so funny, man. It's, to God, it's this small.
Mm-hmm.
To him, it's this small. I'll never forget Joel Osteen was talking about how he wanted to buy this house. And he was worried about what people would say because he's a pastor and all this. It was a really big house, really, really nice. And he was on the plane, and he looked down, and he said he heard the Holy Spirit say, how small are those houses to you? And he said, they're real small. He said, so imagine how small your house is to me. Wow. So once again, if we're looking at things from the perspective of our lenses, right? He says, your ways are not my ways. Your thoughts are not my thoughts. His thoughts are bigger. So if we can borrow from that and say, okay, that's what he wants from me, then we don't look at life from a place of limitation and say, well, I can't have that.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's for me. And here's where it shows up. It shows up in jealousy of other people that are succeeding.
Say that again.
That's where it shows up. Because you look at someone else, you say, well, how do they do that? Or why is it that? And
you got to be doing something wrong.
You got to be doing something wrong. Something's got to be going on. When really all what you say is, man, it's amazing. Congratulations. But I know if God could do it for her, if he could do it for him, he can do it for me too.
Right. Yeah.
And it's a funny thing. Watch this. A lot of times what you're jealous about is not even something you were believing for.
Wow. Okay.
You wasn't even believing for
You wasn't even believing for that thing.
But you saw somebody else got something that they was believing for.
The part that blow my mind, Davis, with stuff like that is people act like the person that got it took something away from them to get it. I can see, all right, you know what? If somebody took your whole group, you know what I'm saying, and the leaders that they got are your old leaders or they leaders now, and now they blew up off of your people. But these people getting their own people, their own results, and it's like, yo, you mad because they were doing the work, but here's the thing, bro. They be over here not doing nothing, and then get mad when the flyer drop or something happen. I'm like, yo, you got to celebrate it. You got to check your heart. Jared just talked about it. You got to check your heart, man. And I ain't gonna lie, Dave. I had to. Not with.
We all have to.
Huh?
We all have to.
Yeah. And not with like the jealousy part, but it was like, like the envy part, like the not envy. It was like I was trying to show people up, bro. I ain't gonna lie. When I came over here, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to make a message, and I did, but I couldn't let it go.
You had all these skits, man.
The skits they was coming to, bro. I had some ready. I had a whole photo shoot ready for 25, bro.
What was the last one where I was like, all right, Justin?
Yeah, that was it. It was the Get Out one. I think it was the Get Out one. Oh, it was the Get Out of the Usher one. Whatever it was, you're like, all right, bro, that's enough. That's he
They
said,
did. It's over.
and I ain't made it. I haven't made another one since then.
Now you have it. Now you have it.
But it was like I had to realize that was my thing. You know, we went to the Bob Proctor event and he said, listen, you got to send love to 3 people a day that bother you. And it's like, that's something that's simple, but you think about how many people aren't willing to do it.
Right.
You know, they hear write down the goals and the goal cards and all this kind of stuff. And I remember listening to your audio, and it was so funny. I didn't capture the part of writing the goals down. What I caught was Louis Vuitton card. I said, I need a Louis Vuitton card. But they don't have the cards. I didn't get that. And I remember I asked you, he was like, bro, just get a 3x5 card. I'm like, nah, I need the Louis Vuitton card. That's what it was.
They stopped giving it out because of me, because everybody ran in there trying to get Louis cards.
Yeah, but like, and it's one of those things where people keep missing the message, okay, Louis Vuitton card. That's what I need. No, you just need to write it down. You need to see it everywhere.
Right.
And when you do it and your heart is right, and your heart, you know, that's like the sword that's gonna be able to really make it grow. If you got that right, it's over, bro. Like my income literally 10x last year once I let go of it.
Incredible.
You know, and now don't get twisted. I still use it to drive me, but I don't have the anger towards, you know, like I was listening to Michael Jordan and stuff like that. You got to create these environments like, all right, you know, when I don't feel like doing a presentation, I remember, all right, hey, people said you can't do this, whatever. Okay, to drive me to go do it. But now, like, I feel absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Towards, I'm like, y'all forgive me. I want you to win. Like, you know, 13 months ago, 14 months, I didn't want nobody. I didn't want them to win. I ain't gonna lie. But now I'm like, yeah, I really want you to. And I had to check that in my heart. And when I did, bro, like, it was crazy, Dave, is this. I was doing the work the same way. I was traveling the same way. The presentation the same. The only thing that was different was my heart.
Emotions, man. Emotions. Expressed motion. Change.
That's
Change.
wrong.
That's the daily battle, though. That's the daily battle, because there are going to be things that come up in your life. You know, they're going to be personal things that come up, family things that come up, you know, relationships come up, business relationships and leadership. You're not going to maybe not get along with somebody. Maybe somebody doesn't like you. There's going to be so many things going to try to come against your chi, your ability to stay calm and stay in love and stay in gratitude. That's the daily fight. But then when you create a habit of doing it, right, you may have a bad moment, but you're not going to have a bad hour.
Right.
You're not going to have a bad day. You're not going to have a bad week.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I'm you know, obviously I'm excited. You know, Jared's having incredible growth right now. Obviously you're having incredible growth. And I love to see people win through the power of believing, because I know they can go and repeat it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You know,
you got the formula to go do it. Yeah.
Mechanics down pat. So,
hey, man, well, I appreciate you, bro, man. I love you for everything you do,
you
everything
too.
you teach.
Coming on the live, man. We got to do this more often, man.
For sure. Yeah, we're going to do it.
For a minute.
Yeah, we got to do it. Definitely got to do it, man. I appreciate you having me, bro.
Let's do it, man.
All right, bro.
Appreciate it. Well, guys, I'm going to run. And, man, just really pumped up, really excited for each and every one of you. Watch this live again. Get in BelieveNation.com. I've got the lessons in there, the courses in there, everything that you need. You can post. It's a social media. You can literally post. You can post your goals. You can post pictures in there. It's a full social media site. Working on an incredible app as well right now. That app is going to be off the chain. It's going to be off the chain, guys. It's going to have a lot more features in it. This is going to be for entrepreneurs, social media for entrepreneurs, people that want positive information 24/7. They want the teachings. I'm the one that's mainly teaching in there as well. But as time goes on, we're going to be bringing on other teachers as well, other people that have won at a very, very high level, so they can continue to teach, continue to serve, continue to develop other people. So appreciate you guys. Love ya. Let's rock and roll.